Since the coronavirus outbreak in March 2020, I've learnt more about people in those 3 months than I have in the last 10 years previous. And I wanted to run through some of those things that I've learnt and share it with the rest of the world. So one of the things I noticed was that we all started in the same position where our lives would turn upside down. And very quickly I saw that some people started embracing it and doing well. Other people dropped. Some people dropped through the floor completely. So I've seen the people in my community just split in terms of how it's played out for them. In my case personally, from day one, I was probably one of the hardest hit people running a business in live events, switched off practically overnight. My net worth dropped by a huge sum, my income disappears, and my otherwise previously liquid assets became illiquid. So hit really hard. Wind the clock forward though, a few months, and things are looking very different. I've seen that some companies have gone out of business. Some people are having a really hard time from a practical and sort of mental health point of view. I'm also seeing other people increase their net worth massively and their market share and their career trajectories, including myself and some of the people in my team. So that's where we're at. That's what I'm observing. So what makes a difference? One of the biggest things is fear of the unknown, or the flip side of that, the ability to embrace change. If people look at a situation that's uncertain and they don't know how it's going to play out, some people run away and hide from that. They try to revert back to what they already know. Now, in normal times, you might get away with that because what you already know might still exist. But in these times, what we've already known doesn't exist. It's not there anymore. So they're left out in the cold, trying to hold on to something that doesn't exist. A good analogy might be like trying to hold on to a buoy in the ocean after your ship's sunk, but there is no buoy. You're just flapping around trying to find something rather than swimming to the next place. And now that's the next point. The ability to spot and jump on board with new opportunities that might be scary and uncertain. The people who have done well have looked around and thought, okay, what's going to grow now? What's going to get better? What's going to be more, where there's going to be more demand? Where is there more opportunity? And they're going to use my analogy again, they're going to swim for that opportunity. Sometimes it might be hidden behind a wave. They can't see it, but when they get there, they find it. So it's this ability to look out, shake off fear, see where the opportunities are, and go for those opportunities and jump in full on. Now, the next one is speed. In these times, a month of change happens in a day, a year in a week, whatever. People who take their time and want to think about things and check things over and get second opinions and mull over things like they might be able to get away with in normal times, in these days, by the time they've done that, other people have shot ahead. They've grabbed that opportunity. They're doing that new thing. They're defining the new normal, and everyone else is left behind. So you have to be fast. In fact, I say to my team a lot that turning up is 60%, being fast is the next 20%, and the remaining 20% is where the skill and technical knowledge, qualifications, experience comes in. Speed and being there, as in having the courage to do things, genuinely is the most important thing in terms of getting stuff done. Next thing is mindset. I've noticed this language change. People who start sentences with, I want, how it should be, the problem is, are one group of people. There's another group of people who think about, how can I help, what can I do, where's the opportunity, where can I give, where can I be generous, where can I serve? This situation has split people into one and the other. I'm not seeing many in the middle. Now, people who go into situations with a sense of service and creating a better future, their outcomes are infinitely better than those that don't. People who talk about what they want and how they think it should be just don't really get included. I mean, it's pretty harsh, but it's true. The world doesn't actually care what you want. A lot of us were told this from a young age. It's like, what you want isn't that important. You might care. Maybe the people who really love you care, but the world as a whole does not give a damn what you want. But the world is set up for people who want to serve and who want to give. So those of us who focus on how they can help, how they can support, how they can serve, how they can make things better, how they can give away their resources, they're the ones who succeed. And while I can't go into specific details of some things I'm working on right now, I can 100% confirm that the mindsets I'm talking about now have a transformational impact. And the difference in my life from February this year to now, which is, August, is massive. In terms of my circumstance, of people I work with, my energy levels, my net worth, my income, they've all jumped massively because of those mindset changes. And I encourage other people to adopt the same thing.